Okay, so in 1996, Daddy Cronenberg, which we lovingly refer to him as,
Dead.
and he's not dead, Charlie. Be
R.I.P..
quiet. You hush. In 1996, he helped write and he obviously directed the very hunky James Spader. My God, James Spader in 96 was like cream of the crop.
I don't understand it.
He directed this NC-17 movie called Crash. I sent you a link to that like a month ago. I was like, "Have you ever seen this?" And you were like, "No."
You did? Oh my God. I remember you sending that to me. Like, no, I ain't seen that.
And I sent the little devil smiling. I was like, "That's it."
Cronenberg, NC-17. Oh my God.
Can I read the synopsis to you?
Please.
Okay, so here's the synopsis. A car crash victim suddenly finds himself turned on by car accidents and becomes involved with an underground subculture of like-minded souls.
Oh no. This is going to get us into trouble, isn't it?
This video contains explicit material not suitable for children.
The time is 5 minutes to 12, midnight. There is no more darkness.
Shrunkzilla! Starring the Shrunken Head.
Welcome back, everyone, to AHCRAP. This is After Hours Cinema with Anna and Pete, episode number 3. I'm driving tonight because Anna got to pick the movie. Captain. So yeah, episode number 3, and I got a little bone to pick with you, Anna.
Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this here bone I got to pick with you is, so you had the audacity to pick for your first movie was Mulholland Drive with David Lynch and Orator. And then then I picked some jack off for Daughter of Dracula, James Franco, some Italian Roger Corman knockoff is what he is.
That was fun though.
It was fun. And then you had the audacity to go with Daddy Cronenberg and this little movie that is divisive, I believe, called Crash. 96 was it?
Yes,
1996. Yeah, James Spader, all-star cast. Holy shit!
Mm-hmm.
James Spader, Holly Hunter, and a whole bunch of people. You go, I know that guy. I know that gal.
Deborah Unger, Elias Koteas.
Yeah. I recognize the gal with the bad
Patricia
legs.
Arquette.
Yeah, Arquette. Yeah. I recognize her from the whole 9 yards.
Oh yes. Oh man, I love that
but
movie.
She was French, and she just did not like her husband. Yeah. She was from Quebec.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I know her. So you've bookended a piece of shit movie, Daughter of Dracula, with two arguably classics, clearly beautifully made films with massively talented directors and casts, by the way. On top of that, you have out-perved the perv. You are now in the lead for the biggest pervert around here. I thought I could never be dethroned, bringing things to the table like Hentai Common, vampires. You know, I like them a little dirty. I like them a little sexy. I like them a little uncomfortable. And here you go. And
that's all. This is all of that.
One of the most beautiful. Mulholland Drive was one of the most beautiful movies I've ever seen. With some of the most beautiful people I've ever seen. It was a definite treat. This movie made me feel all the weird stuff in all the wrong ways.
Yeah, I
And
know.
before I get way too much in it, what brought you to this? When did you first see Crash? How about that?
I actually just watched it last year for the first time, and
Really? Okay.
someone recommended it to me.
Yeah.
I actually did not know that Cronenberg did this, oddly enough, um, until I looked it up. Because I always think of the early 2000s Crash. I think
It's the
because
least Cronenberg film I've seen. There's a little bit of
yeah.
body horror in it, but really not like The Fly.
Yeah. And I think maybe
Yeah.
that's what intrigued me right off the
Mhm.
bat was like, okay, this isn't necessarily horror, but just by the description, I mean, just from your reaction last month, when I read it, I had a pretty similar one. I was like, what is this movie?
Mhm,
And
mhm.
then just like right off the bat, when everything starts, like within the first minute, you've got a boob out and you're like
Sure
bent
do.
over an airplane. And then in the next scene, somebody else is screwing somebody else. And then in the next scene, they go home. And those two people who were just screwing other people are screwing. So I
3
was
sex
like,
scenes in less than 6 minutes. It's a record, folks.
what is this
Yeah.
movie? And I don't know, I think of David Lynch the same way, but even more so with Cronenberg, even like Brandon Cronenberg, Infinity Pool,
Mhm.
Possessor, there's just something about their movies and that name where no matter what the movie is, no matter what the content, subject matter, I can just, this is the world and I'm in it. I don't have to, like, I can be like, that is so weird and that's so crazy and
Yep.
so out of the norm, but I'm here for it. Like, it's Cronenberg. I know I'm going to get something weird and something not the norm.
Right.
And then to put it, you know, horror is very, God, what's the word? Provocative, anyways. And then I think, when you go from horror to doing a pretty much a straight up sex film, for lack of better
Mhm.
words, uh, it's a very interesting contrast. And in a lot of ways, they are very similar, which I find fascinating.
This
Um,
is borderline pornography. I mean,
yeah,
it is the horniest I'm not a porn movie I've ever seen.
yeah, for sure.
And
That
but
I've seen, yeah.
I loved it when you sent me Roger Ebert. you, you sent me the At the Movies
Mhm.
review of Crash, and I was it Roger Ebert? Siskel and Ebert. Was it
Roger
Roger
was
or was
like
it
actually
Gene?
on
It
board
was
with it,
Roger. Yeah, that's right. And
which shocked me.
he made a joke, but I don't think he made to make a joke. He's like, so this is porn. It's just that they use cars as a vehicle to get to the sex. Is I'm paraphrasing what he said. I thought that was
Yeah.
very funny because he used car as a vehicle to get to the sex. And
Mhm.
this thing is sex scene, a little bit of story, sex scene, a little bit of story, and it moves.
Yeah,
Um,
it does. There's something about it that's so slow, but then you blink. It's not a long movie. It's like what, an hour 39, hour
that's
37?
I was gonna say it was under 100 minutes.
Yeah, something like that. So before you know it, the movie's over. And I had an interesting kind of epiphany watching it for the third time when I was like, because I was asking myself, like, there's some of these scenes are so prolonged. And just the first time I watched it, I felt they were sensual. But then on now this third watch, and the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like, it's not sensual as much as it is we are watching a car crash happen in slow motion. That's how all wrecks happen. All that crap happens. If you've ever been in one, it's like you feel like you have all the time in the world to react, but then you really don't.
There's nothing you can do about it.
And there's nothing you can do about it. And just the way the way she's pulling her skirt up, she moves her arms real slow. Like even Vaughn, when they're doing car crash reenactments like from when James Dean died and all that kind of stuff, famous Hollywood car crash deaths. And he's like putting his hand on the vehicle and rubbing it very slowly down. So the first time you watch this, you're just like, this is just, they're so sensual with these cars, but that's really not the case. I feel like there's so much more below that. This is a very sad movie in a
Thank
lot
you.
of ways. It's a
I was
very, very depressing movie.
Yeah, I was texting with Erin from Manic Movie Monday earlier today, and that's
Oh,
one of
yeah,
the things I said.
she's seen
I
it,
said
right?
this movie was sad, and
Yeah.
I've seen it twice now.
Mhm.
And it really, I mean, these people are mentally unwell, and
For sure.
I put them to akin to now. I don't know what the mental illness word, the word for the mental illness where you cut yourself.
Oh, yeah,
That's
mhm.
that's the problem with these people. They are equating these wrecks with this pain with a pleasure. And I don't think cutting's really a pleasure, but uh, what was it? What was a horror movie where someone said like I cut myself to feel something. I think that was maybe it was a Nightmare on Elm Street or a Hellraiser or something weird like that.
Oh, it might have been friggin' Ginger Snaps, actually.
Okay.
I think she was.
Say
That was
anything
something
to
she might have
feel
said.
something. I'm like, oh, you are unwell, my friend. And these people are all unwell. And the problem with them, the biggest problem between somebody who cuts themselves, which is not okay, and somebody whose kink is a car accident, is that these assholes are going to kill other people
Yeah.
to get their jollies off.
Yeah, which is what we start to see.
Yeah. And all those really intense car scenes, amazing stunt driving, by the way.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
incredible
incredible.
stuff.
Yeah.
But it got me really afraid for the world around them because they don't care. They're looking for gratification, and they will take somebody down with them. And they're not
Absolutely.
thinking of that. They're thinking they're very selfish. They're thinking about themselves
Selfish,
and
yep, big word.
what their next ejaculation is.
Yeah.
And they'll, like I said, they're going to take somebody else down with them, and they almost do a couple of times.
Mhm. And just like Vaughn, Vaughn's a glorified cult leader. Like he's
Oh, 100%.
100%.
The way he talks, the way he gives these batshit speeches. Oh, he's Charlie Manson for sure. Now, remind me, who is that guy? That guy looks really familiar to me.
Yeah, Elias Codius, he was in The Fourth Kind, he was in Zodiac, he's been in a bunch of stuff. Those are
I've
just
seen
2
him before.
I'm
Okay.
naming right off the rip, and, like, I've never seen him play a role like this. I've always seen him play kinda like the mild-mannered cop or therapist, for lack of better
Really?
words. Yeah. He's a cop or a detective in Zodiac, and he's, a therapist in what was the other one I mentioned? My brain farted.
Zodiac. Oh no,
Zodiac, or
it's the other one.
oh, The Fourth Kind.
Thank you.
Therapist. Sorry. We're in space.
You just said it, and
I know, and I was like, so many thoughts crashing through my head, if you will. But yeah, I don't know. It's like when James gets in the car crash at the very start, it was definitely not intentional. It was an accident. He was trying to reach for papers and then just went off the road.
Was he
And
reaching for papers or was he reaching for porn? Because we see porn on the
Oh, the
floor of his
porn
car.
was down there too. Yeah. But everything slides in the floor, you know. So he could have been reaching for either. Either way, he goes across the median and into oncoming traffic and hits another car head on. And man, that wreck, that's where the Cronenberg horror comes into it, is these car wrecks. But the guy in the opposite car comes flying through his windshield and goes through James's windshield in his car. And then he looks and there's someone driving the car he just hit, and it's Holly Hunter. And she's like, I think they were fooling around whenever they wrecked because I don't think the guy had a seatbelt on, and that's why he went through the windshield.
That's my guess. Yep.
But she's got hers on, and then just like as I think she's unbuckling, and you see her like blazer come open and just a boob fly out, and I was like, "What? What are they doing? Why?"
I couldn't tell whether she was flashing him because that got her off, or if that was an accident. I thought she was taking her breast out to say, "Yeah, thank you."
That very well could have been it too.
And then they're in the hospital afterwards, recovering. This movie takes place over a long period of time because Spader is in a fully incapacitated leg brace. I mean, this is the old school where they drill titanium screws through your skin into your bones so it's immobile. Like, oh, that's
It
a bad
looks
break. Which
so
means it was
bad.
probably complex. I would imagine that's some bone sticking out of the skin, and or just not just a single break, but multiple breaks to keep those screws are in there to keep everything right where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, that was whoa.
That was seeing, and man, he starts the camera at the bottom of that and then goes to the top of his leg. And I was like,
Yeah.
my God. And then even when his wife's there, she's like touching it.
Yeah. Yeah. It gets real sexy real quick in a
Yeah.
very weird way. And he and his wife are in an open relationship, clearly, because
Yeah,
they
open
both
marriage, yeah.
are fooling around with other people at the very beginning, and then they get together
And talk about it.
minutes later, and they're talking about while they're doing it.
Yeah.
What did you think? Did she come? Did
your camera girl?
Yeah. And
He's a
that's just
filmmaker or producer or something.
that's just a level of kink that I don't understand.
You and me both, brother. I've never listened. Stuff like this fascinates me too, just like human psychology and why people do the things they do. And man, polyamory and all that, or open marriages, open relationships, I have never and will never understand them. And that's no shade to them. I'm not yucking your yum. It's just my personal thing. I don't understand it. I don't agree with it.
The best thing about this very weird kink, this very weird sexuality in this movie is they're all consenting adults. There's enthusiastic consent. They're doing this because they want to, and it's
Right.
they're getting something out of it. There's no rape. There's no grooming. This is
Right.
people enjoying each other. And the one thing I did take away, one of the things I took away from this is sex is just a thing to do. Like sex is like breathing for these people. It's not, there's no emotional attachment at all to anyone. You could roll off of one and on to another. And I think many polyamorous relationships are still emotionally attached. You're still emotionally attached to the partners, to each other. Mm-hmm. Where this is just, I mean,
total disconnect.
There was a complete. This is just as I'm taking a nap. Oh, I'm screwing this gal. It's the same thing to them. They're eating breakfast or they're giving a blowjob. It's wow.
I think another big theme in this movie, probably one of the biggest, is desensitization. Like they're desensitized to the point where they have to go to these extreme lengths to be able to even feel anything. Now, I don't really know much about. We kind of get more insight into James and what's her name, Catherine's relationship, because we know she's a doctor, and we see him on a film set, so they've got money. So is it like you've got so much money that you've just been spoiled and selfish, and you've had everything in life, and now you get to explore your kinks because that's what rich people do?
They get bored with each other. They go search something out with other people. They bring it home. They talk about it, and now they've discovered this new car wreck sex thing. I was telling Aaron that you could only rich white people could do this. This movie is 50 Shades of Grey.
Yes. It is in the 90s.
If you weren't a beautiful, rich, white, especially male, you would not get away with this shit at all. If you were have any ethnicity at all whatsoever, or if you were poor, you would be tossed in jail or a loony bin, or I think that's the technical term, loony bin.
Back then it was, so it's fair.
Right. You would not be allowed to interact with society, but because these people are rich and are white, they can get away with it.
So true.
And it's disturbing, it's disgusting, it's sad. And somehow, damn it, Cronenberg, somehow you made it beautiful too. I don't get it. Man. I don't know how you did it.
And I do have to say, through all the research, I just all day at work was just like listening to interviews. I was sending you a bunch of them
Yeah.
just to hear, because this is a film that I feel like I don't know if you could make it today. Even today,
No
in a
way.
day and age that is so over sexualized in
It would be
every
X.
facet of the sense, somehow, like you said, Cronenberg managed to make a beautiful film, even for what it was.
I don't know how he got away without an X rating on this one.
Oh, it was definitely, what's the phrase? It pissed a lot of people
NC-17.
off.
Yeah, well, sure.
It
Of course
pissed
it
a lot of
did.
people off because it was made by a British production company
Mhm.
and Canadian. I know. God, let's see. The Daily Mail. A bunch of people in Britain was openly protesting it, like trying to get the BBFC to like not release it at all.
Mhm.
At Cannes, like the interview I sent you today, for example, that year Francis Ford Coppola was the jury president,
Yeah.
and he was very vocal about how
Mhm.
much he hated that movie. And so it didn't win the Palme d'Or, but as of 2021, I don't know in the last 5 years if anybody else has won it, but it won a special jury prize.
Did it?
And since then, up until 2021, it was the last and only one to win that, because it's like, it was so just the audacity of it, right? They couldn't give this movie the Palme d'Or. There ain't no way. But so we're going to give you this special jury prize award for, I think it was like for provocativity, daringness, and audacity, I believe, was the third word. Yeah.
Those are all well deserved on all three.
But with that being said, what I started with was that all of these actors and actresses all wanted to be in it.
Yeah.
Were all very vocal about being consenting themselves as actors and actresses doing these sex scenes. And I heard today that Cronenberg even gave them liberty to, like, if they were filming one of these scenes, if things got a little too uncomfortable or they didn't like it, he allowed them to veto it and take it out. And everybody was cool with it. Like they were like, just like that Can't video, man. Like everything Holly Hunter was saying, like how she wanted to work with him for so long, and at that time she had already won an Academy Award.
Right.
And she's out here making something like this. The audacity once again.
A sexy snuff film is what this is.
Yeah.
To not put to fine a point on it, but that's kind of what this is. They're watching a car wreck. They're watching crash test dummies, right?
Yes, as porn.
Isn't
that They're wild?
And Holly Hunter, the videotape, because it's VHS era, right? The videotape gets all chomped up by the VHS player and it stops right here before the wreck is complete. And Holly Hunter gets blue balls or something. she gets blue balled, and she
blue
is
it's great. I love
it. She is so pissed off that and everyone who's ever had a VHS that's gotten eaten by the VHS monster is pissed off. But this is the worst when she's like almost climaxed, and then it's
she
like
stands up. She's like, no, wait.
It's like pulling a Band-Aid off. It's like, and she gets up and tries to fix it. I think she does fix it, but we don't get a resolution, so to speak.
Yeah, we don't see her
for it because the moment has passed. But there was a whole group. It was this weird thing, like sometimes in college, you're like, hey guys, I got a porno. Oh, won't this be fun to watch? And then you're all sitting around going, this was a bad idea.
Yeah, this was a little weird.
You got a porn? Cool, let's put that in. Oh, this is a bad idea.
This was not. You did not think this through.
No.
It's because it's like you think it's going to be funny until it's not, and you realize
until it's
like,
not right.
I should have been alone.
This is kind of good.
Did you show this to Jody?
Oh no, heavens! No.
Okay.
No. Our schedules don't always align, and the last couple of weeks they haven't.
Right.
She works late, and I don't.
Okay.
I'm in bed before she gets home many nights.
Maybe it's for the better with this one. I dodged a bullet.
Yeah. There are movies that I will wait for her. Like we're going to cover Flatliners in a couple of weeks.
Oh,
and
nice.
Yeah, and I told her about the movie, and she's like, "Oh, I got to see that." So, well,
Nice.
we'll watch that.
Hell yeah.
That won't be a surprise to anyone by the time this comes out.
No. Well, do you think we should take a commercial break, Pete?
I think a commercial break's a good idea. Let's cool
We need
off.
to go cool off. Yeah.
Let's go get a cigarette.
Turn the shower on.
Like most victims, Julie knew her killer. It was her son. He wasn't wearing his seatbelt. After crushing her to death, he sat back down. Think, always wear a seatbelt.
What exactly is your project, Vaughn? Book of car crashes? Medical study? Sensational documentary? Global traffic?
It's something we are all intimately involved in. The reshaping of the human body by modern technology.
Hey, thanks to these airbags here, this job is now a piece okay, Claire.
But Vince...
Yeah, I'll tell you something, partner. I just might stick around a few more years.
But Vince...
No more dashboard du jour or Vince under glass, huh?
But Vince... Look out! Even with airbags, Vince, you still gotta remember to buckle your safety belt.
Now you tell me.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Okay, those were trailers and things.
Commercials.
Commercials. The
Fun
magic
stuff.
of Anna has just happened, everyone. Hooray, Anna. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I got a couple of, you said this is your third time watching it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for overall, like.
Yeah,
So,
overall. Mm-hmm.
But I've got a couple of notes. By no means am I thinking that you're the expert of this, but I'm going to ask a few questions. Anywho,
Okay.
One of the fun things I did write down was we got no less than 16 sex scenes in this movie.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I counted the car crash porn. I don't think I counted that one. So probably 17 if you count the uncomfortable. In
Could be.
But, within 6.5 minutes, we had 3 sex scenes. I timed that. It opens on some assistant getting railed by James Spader. And I'm just not going to talk about James Spader. I don't.
She's getting there. Yeah, he's tossing her salad.
Yes, he is. Let's see. Yeah, the woman that Holly Hunter exposed her breast after the car accident. I thought she was doing that on purpose because kind of thanking him. Oh,
yeah.
There was I don't know if I counted this one. Spader's wife gives him a hand job in the hospital.
In the hospital. And he is not having it.
It's like, it's so sad. It's so desensitized that one, it's not working for him. And two, gross.
Yeah, gross. And she's talking dirty to him. And like every time they talk dirty in this movie, it is so clinical. It is so.
It really is. It's like, how was your day? How
official
was
terms.
your day?
Yeah. How was your day? Yeah.
Right. Did you get that parking ticket taken care of? Did you pick up my dry cleaning? That's how this pillow talk is happening.
Mm-hmm.
I also thought it was interesting that we touched on it briefly when James Spader is first in the hospital and they're showing his leg for the first time. He doesn't have any pants on, by the way. We still miss the fun the fun of what James Spader probably is. But
Mhm.
when Cronenberg takes a picture of that leg, he follows the his leg. He follows the shape of James Spader's leg up like you would follow Betty Page as she rolls up a stocking or something. It was
Mhm.
weird. It gave me the weirds.
The weirds.
I don't know how else to put it. It's like that could be sexy, but
I just thought it was, yeah, I guess weird is one term. I think interesting is because I talked about earlier a little bit, like how he starts at the bottom of the cast thing and then
yeah.
makes his way up, and it's showing all the detail and how painful it
Dun,
looks and the
dun,
metal.
dun,
Yeah, you could put music behind it and
dun,
change the vibe
dun,
real
dun.
quick.
Yeah,
But I thought it was really interesting the way he did that. But
it's
yeah,
gorgeous.
definitely
It's
weird.
beautifully shot, and it gave me the weirds.
Yeah, the weirds for sure.
This whole cast has a Batman laryngitis, where they all kind of talk like this all the time.
Yeah, they all whisper. It was like I had to
like this.
I had to turn the TV up every time there was talking, and then in like the next scene, someone would be moaning, so I would have to turn it right back down.
Turn it back down, right? Yeah, I saw the floor full of porn. I thought that's what he was reaching for when he got into the accident. Like, what are you going to drive and beat off? Let me tell you, that's not easy to do. Don't try, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't try this at home, folks.
No. Don't try it on the road is what I mean.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, of course.
50 Shades of Grey. That was another. One Holly Utter said. Holly Utter said, "I just got out of the hospital and that's where I started to smoke again. I started to smoke at the hospital. Cracked me up like it's the mid '90s. Yeah,
you can still do that. Yeah,
sure could.
Yeah.
Spader and his wife are driving somewhere and they're having this semi-sexy conversation, and traffic is zooming by him,
and
he takes his seatbelt off while he's driving. Because I'm pretty sure driving with a seatbelt on wasn't doing it for him. But by taking that seatbelt off, now it's dangerous.
That's a good point. Yeah, just a nice little breadcrumb, little detail.
Like I'm going to take this off, and now I feel better. Now I feel like I'm in control or something. Some weird, whatever this fetish is. Did I send you the name of this fetish? I think I did.
I think you did. I don't remember what it was though.
I don't remember. There's a clinical terminology for this, which is the saddest thing I could possibly think of. Like, so there are people actually. It wasn't car wreck specific. It was like injury specific.
Oh, okay. People getting hurt.
Yeah, people getting hurt, maimed. This is like if you're watching Faces of Death as pornography is what this is. So that's this kink, and it's a real thing, and it's really, really sad. That James Dean car crash. He's cult leader. That guy.
That's crazy.
How do you find? I suppose I found my tribe with all my Godzilla people, but how do you find? What a weird little tiny bit. How on earth could you find 10 people, even in Los Angeles?
It's
a city of millions of people. There's no internet back then. Well, not really. It's not really internet back then.
Well, I mean, we see Vaughn working at the hospital. So I
think that's all right. Yeah.
There's one in right there. That would be a great job. If you want to rob somewhere, you're going to get a job as a security guard to help, let your buddies in the back with the badge you've got, spy movie 101. One thing I found real interesting too is that because I'm asking myself, I want to know more about James and Catherine's relationship. And
as to what end? To what end do you want to know?
Just like I want to know how long they've been together. I want to know how their relationship started. I want to know, like, were they ever there's something about them, even though they're in an open marriage, that feels different about all the other cast and the way they interact with each other. Sure, they're passing each other around and swapping each other off, but at the end of the day, they always go home together, and they're always waking up next to each other. So I do feel like there's a deeper connection there between them. And I just want to know what or where caused it to go so south, or like what was the catalyst? Did something happen and then I don't know. Maybe they tried a kink and they liked it and then they just kept going further and further and further. Like, I don't know, but there's parts of me that wants to know more about these people because that's just how I am. I do need to
Yeah,
read the
yeah.
book. But all we know about all of these people are their sex lives.
We know nothing about them. There's no backstory. There's no hero arc. There's no
Exactly.
character arc is what I mean. There's no character
No.
arcs to
If
anybody.
anything, the
It's
character
just,
arc goes downhill.
Yeah.
There's no arc. It's just a slope.
and you this could be a conversation, a much deeper conversation. Like where did Catherine and James come from? What was there? They're clearly both incredibly wealthy, and they probably are career driven. And being career driven, they probably are. Their sex drives were probably incredibly high, and when they found each other, they probably found, like, this is my partner. Her sex drive equals mine. His sex drive equals I can
Right.
never be
The yin to
satisfied
my yang.
by it. Right. And then they are vastly wealthy, so they can do whatever the hell they want to. They can go wherever they can try whatever they want to, whether
And
it's
she
drugs.
likes public
toys.
sex and like the fear of
Yes.
getting caught. So that could have
Mhm.
started something too.
And then there's that one thing that they want to try, and maybe it's like sex on the balcony at a sleazy motel. It's sex in the backseat of the parking lot in the garage.
Airplane bathroom.
Airplane bathroom. Yeah, these little things just add up probably pretty quickly. And if they do have incredibly high sex drives, they're constantly trying. James Spader apparently has a limitless supply of man juice.
Yeah, no kidding.
I would be within like three times.
It's like the
within
fastest
6 minutes. Recovery,
metabolism.
right?
Yeah, recovery. There you go.
Right. Not just to reload, but to be able to get an erection within such a short period of time is, I don't know. I feel kind of bad that you need it that much. It's another.
Oh yeah.
There's another thing that makes me feel sad for these people is that they can never be satisfied. They can never just have a nice quiet night on the couch watching a movie or go to breakfast. You're going to go to breakfast and screw in the bathroom,
It's
you're
always always the most.
It's just this extreme lifestyle, and they have the money to do it. And that's another. I mean, I've stressed that quite a bit. Poor people can't afford this, and they have been blessed, maybe, with not having children. I don't know if they.
That's probably
have
intentional.
Maybe, or one of the two of them just are incapable, and maybe that sent them to a mental place that hurt their lifestyle in the long run. So yeah, it's like some people really have, if they can't have kids, it really messes with them mentally. And I feel bad. Like I've had friends that go through a lot to get pregnant, and that's just as stressful as not being able to get pregnant. My God.
Just the process of having to even try.
Right. And where my sister, boy, it's really easy for her to get pregnant.
Oh, is it?
she's like the dictionary definition of mom. Boy, she's a mom. She's the mom's mom, and she's wonderful and has 3 beautiful kids, and she does it all. Boy, it's I'm not going to say it's easy for her by any stretch, but
she makes it look easy.
She really does.
That's awesome. Okay, so we definitely watched the NC-17 version. Without a shadow of a doubt. But there was a rated R version.
Wow. What was cut out?
So much.
I would bet. Like the whole scene of the two of them, James and his wife in bed. Oh my word.
Yes, that
was the only, I think that was the only thing that was really sexy to me, because that was a beautiful shot is what that was.
That was pretty sexy. That's the only one in it for me that I was like, okay.
Yeah. Just hit the mute button, because she's asking him if this man is attractive to him and what James is going to do to this man if he would ever decide to hop into bed with him. And that's
Did you know that's what caused most people to walk out of the movie? Not
I
all the
bet.
crazy. It's the two
bet.
men. Once Spader and Cotius actually have sex in the film.
Mhm.
That's what caused
I bet.
people to
I
walk
bet.
out. Because even in 96, you could not watch two men kissing and having sex on the screen.
Nope.
Which is dumb. But it is what it is.
Dumb.
Oh, but anyway, so yeah, a lot of the sex scenes were cut down tremendously. But the biggest difference for me, which is kind of mind blowing, and I feel like it totally alters this movie and changes it, is the ending. So they changed the ending. The ending in the rated R version ends after she wrecks her car.
Oh, and it left it ambiguous?
It left it ambiguous.
Oh, I kind of like that.
Totally changes this movie.
I kind of
Totally
like that
changed
ending.
I don't know, man.
Because he is okay. Set the scene. He's purposely trying to run his wife off the road.
Because at this point, Vaughn has died. Like, he finally died. He took it too far, and it killed him. So now, in a weird way, it's almost like
They're the only two left.
James is taking up the mantle in some kind of weird way.
Yes, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So he's driving Vaughn's car.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It's very deliberate. Like, she's in on it. She wants to do it. We see her take her seatbelt off. And, she wrecks the car and flips it and everything. And, like, rolls down a hill. And we see her. She's like, her legs are like underside the side of the car. But, I mean, she's not like, we don't see her legs cut off or anything like that. I'm sure they're broke.
They probably broke real good, and they might be pinned under the car. Who knows?
Yeah, very true.
And then
she could be in shock.
He just pulls it out, and
he comes up behind her, and he's
sure
like, "Are
does.
you okay?" He sure does. He's like, "Are you okay? Are you all right?" She's definitely banged up. She's got bruises on her face. She's bleeding from her head. All over her body. She's like, "I think I'm all right." And she's like, "I think I'm all right." And that's kind of like not what they wanted, oddly enough.
They're a little disappointed. Both of them.
So strange. And he was like, maybe next time.
Maybe next time, as he's railing her.
Yeah.
On the side of the road.
And there's no repercussions for any
No.
Nobody's stopping. Nobody's watching. Nobody's coming up to Vaughn when he's going to all these crime scenes and taking photos when he's not a tech. And, he's got this
How did they
book.
get past the police line and just taking just randos taking pictures? You're all arrested.
I mean, he could show up with an ambulance if he was at work and get away with it, but not like just off the side of the street where they see a wreck. There ain't no way. I mean, maybe if he flashed a hospital badge, but even then, that's a stretch. I'm just thinking it's the 90s. It's Cronenberg.
But the movie is just wonderfully shot. The Jane Mansfield death, the Vaughn's buddy who was reenacting, and it caused him to die. It killed him. He was reenacting the Jane Mansfield car wreck that claimed her life also. And I think it claimed her. I think that's right. Yeah. And Vaughn is real upset with his buddy. Like, you didn't take me with you. You did it by yourself, and here he is dead.
Yeah.
And Vaughn, and that's what set Vaughn over the edge. Vaughn was like, that was going to be our swan song.
Yeah, that was going to be our thing. Yeah.
Together, and didn't get to, and he's still alive. And I think that's what set him going and literally off the edge after a car chase with Spader.
Yeah.
And
then everybody else, like Holly Hunter's character and even Patricia Arquette, they just kind of like fade into the background after a certain point. It very much becomes this threesome with the Vaughn, James, and Catherine.
And we didn't talk about Patricia Arquette and James Spader. They're tryst. Because the first time I watched it, I'm like, that's a weird angle.
And then you remember she can't bend her legs. And they're in a vehicle. And there's only so much room. And she's knocking the rear view mirror down. he's like bending like this to try to get her leg
So,
up.
yeah, so Patricia Arquette's character has some mobility issues, and her legs are in these stiff braces, so she can kind of sort of walk, but it's not really. She can't bend.
She
her
can't
knees.
bend. Yeah, right. Can't bend her
Right.
knee.
So she and Spader take this car on a test drive. She wants to see if she can fit in a car made for regular people, I think is what she said.
God, no, it's kind of, see, once again, sad.
And then they go park somewhere, and Spader flips the car seat down, grabs her stiff legs, throws them over his shoulder, and she's got these giant scars down the back of her leg.
They are gnarly.
That look like vagina.
Yeah.
And
Look like
I'm
vagina.
pretty sure James put it there.
He did. He absolutely fucked her leg.
And she liked it. And I have no idea how that works.
Well,
Maybe everyone's afraid to touch her because of those scars. Like you see some people that have these gnarly scars, and folks are afraid and back away. You're scary to me because you're different looking, and no one will touch them. And when they are touched, it is like no one's ever touched them before, and it's very sensual.
Yeah.
It could be. Maybe that's what's going on here. It's gross.
Yeah, either way, it's
I'm
like
grossed out here. My jaw was on the floor saying, what are you doing? Stop that.
I do have to say though, the one in the car wash was pretty bad.
So, Anna, have you ever gone through a car wash?
Not like that.
Do you know how many minutes it takes to get through a car wash?
Like 2.
Chop. 2 minutes.
Once again, it's elongated. It's the 90s. Maybe car washes were longer back then. And they were in Canada, so who knows what the fuck they're doing. Steve?
Those Canadian car washes are thorough. So you're in there for a good 20 minutes.
Steve, if you're listening to this, let us know how long your car washes are.
That's a real question. It's not a double entendre. It's not.
No, it's not. Please let us know.
Car wash? No. I actually want to know how long a car wash is.
Yeah, I actually want to know. Go time it.
Go time it.
But yeah, I think I don't know. I don't necessarily think it was sexual assault in that scene.
Was that with the hooker? The prostitute or the sex worker? That was
Catherine in the back seat.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, and Spader was driving, so he was like being a cuck in the car wash. That's the name of a porno, Cuck in the Car Wash.
Can Steven and Leo make this? They're filmmakers,
Please,
aren't they?
they need to review this as well. Maybe we should have brought them on.
All right, we need to go to Canva and make Cuck in a Car Wash posters for this episode.
We're doing it. We're plaster it everywhere.
I'll put it up on the wall of props.
Yes, print it off. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I saw a few people say online that they thought they considered it sexual assault because it went to a place that she didn't want it to, but she was, I don't know, maybe too afraid or vulnerable in a new kind of environment and situation that, I don't know, made her scared.
Well, she hopped in the back seat with him. They put the top up.
But
I just assumed.
Well, I mean, I think she was okay. She was down with the act, but I think because anytime we see her having sex with someone else, whether it's Spader or even the guy at the first, like it's always everyone's real nice to her. They're not rough. They're very, like I said, sensual for lack of a better word. And he's very rough with her, like grabbing her face. Because like afterwards, it's the scene with her and Spader in bed, and she's got fingerprint bruised on her legs.
That's right. There was a handprint on her leg. Yeah.
There's a couple other bruises, like on her stomach. I mean, shit happens. I'm not yucking anyone's yum, but I don't think that's what she expected in that moment from him.
Hmm.
However, I think on the flip side of that, that is something else that at that moment she was not desensitized to, and she felt every bit of it. And maybe that moment was more of a what's wrong with me? Kind of thought process in bed, or like maybe being sad with yourself, or sad that you have to take it this far to feel something at all. And maybe it's more of just like a looking in the mirror kind of thing. But ultimately they don't learn. None of them ever do.
Nope.
And she just keeps taking it farther and farther. And I think if we were to think about this movie now and wonder what they were doing, I think they'd both probably be dead because they took it that far. Next thing, and you know what? She's learning how to fly an airplane. That's why they were in that hangar at the start.
Right.
What if they took it to the next level and started doing this shit in the fucking air somehow, dude?
Is absolutely the next level. That is, they're going to be screwing in an airplane and they're just going to crash in the side of a mountain.
Or they're going to be like trying to do fighter pilot stuff like Top Gun, and then they're just going to blow each other up.
Oh, you mean they're in two separate planes, not blowing?
Well, that was one option. Yeah, they could definitely be blowing each other in one helicopter.
Right.
That was another option.
I didn't catch that. I do remember them talking a couple of times about her taking flying lessons, but I didn't make that connection that if this movie were to continue, that might be the next natural progression.
They're going to space.
They're going to space. Crash in space. Cuck in space.
Oh, cuck in space. Oh my goodness. At least we kind of ended this conversation for the most part on laughs.
You have to. Like, this movie is joyless. There are no jokes in it. There are no attempts at jokes. Even I think even The Fly had a few jokes here and there. Or there was some you got to know and feel for the. It was
a little bit, especially at the beginning. It was a little lighter and airier. You know what I mean? Because it's Goldblum and it's
Gina Davis, and they were dating and their chemistry was gorgeous.
Perfect.
But this, you don't get to know anybody. You don't really care about anybody. You feel bad about all these people. And it's a kink that no one should really have. And if you do, man, if you've got a kink like this, please seek help. I really think that this is a bit extreme to not have some sort of counseling.
I wonder what their therapist would tell them.
I don't know. I don't know if there's a medication that can be that can help this. I don't know.
And it's really hard in situations like that, just like a cult, where one person is telling you something's wrong and not normal, and then you go and you see, well, I'm not the only person who feels this way. Other people like this too. So
exactly,
it can be our normal.
When you get a support group that supports your, I hate to say abnormality, but in this case,
quirkiness?
it can and will affect other people that are not within this group. And that's the most dangerous thing about this, this kind of kink, is that it's not just you. It is others. It's getting off on the pain of others. And that's not good. Y'all need some help for that. So
yeah, for sure.
And I mean that with love. Please.
Yeah. But like I said, all we know about them is their sex lives and how crazy they are there.
That's it.
Maybe if we were able to see what happened to them and the why of things, maybe we'd have a different outlook. But I think which we never will get that. So our best option to do is tell them, seek counseling.
Mm-hmm. Seek counseling. We love you. Seek counseling. This is not good.
I really feel, I don't know, especially Deborah Unger. I don't know. She's beautiful. She's just got
she's got the smoky eyes. Yeah.
It's just face you just want to cup. You know what I mean? And just look deep into her eyes like Spader does many times in this movie. Mm-hmm. Why would you want to hurt her? That's your wife. Why would you want to cause harm to her?
I feel like they deeply love each other, but
I do too. Absolutely.
That to be physical with each other and do an act of love, they need to go to such extremes that it's just not healthy anymore.
Yeah, sadly. And they're never going to really. I don't think that they would ever find it with anyone else either.
No, absolutely.
That's why they're sleeping around, and that's why dude in the airplane hangar couldn't make her come.
Yes.
So
she looked bored a lot of times when she's the only times I think that she looked like she was enjoying herself was with Spader, which I also found very interesting. Like she's literally just doing an act. She's she's lifting weights, working out, whatever
mowing
she's
the
doing.
yawn, mowing the yard.
Mowing the good Lord. Trimming the hedge.
Cutting the bush.
Cleaning the pot. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But when she and Spader are together, it appears that they're both like Spader, even at times, like he's with Holly Hunter once and she turns around to him and says, are you done? And he's like, I'm good.
Yeah. It's like he was just doing it for her, just to feel it.
Doing it. Just, yep. Having sex, whatever. It's not a big
thing. And then she hops off and they go back to talking
all
like
done.
nothing.
Like nothing ever happened. Right. It's
wild. It's so
wild.
Hey, we do need to shout out Derek from Bad Movies, Worst People real quick because he definitely guessed this pick in the Discord when we were like breadcrumbing it, or I was.
I missed that.
He was like, is it Crash? Because if it's Crash, that's going to be awesome. That's my favorite. So Derek loves this movie. Smooches to you, Derek.
I believe that. I believe Derek.
They like some weird ones, man. Like I think they even trump you with that.
They're more prolific than I am for sure because they record weekly, and that's true. That's
like on a random Wednesday when nothing's going on and you're home with the pups, you're gonna be like tonight, and it'll be like a random Tubi movie.
Ghosts in the Turkish bath. Yeah, I've got that one queued up tonight.
Yeah. Very Pete. A la Pete.
Well, Anna, boy, that was, man, that's a movie.
3.
Episode 3. That was a movie. All right, so we're still figuring all this out, and we're just going to ask you a couple of questions, Anna. So,
let's have it.
Would you recommend this to others? What do you think? Is this something that you would tell people to go watch for pleasure?
I would recommend this to a very niche group of people.
Okay.
Like I would have to at least know you well enough to know what kind of movies you watch to recommend this to you. That's why I felt comfortable picking it on After Hours.
I'm that kind of weirdo.
Yes, you are, but in the best way possible, much like I am. Like we could have. I feel like this was a wonderful conversation. I think people are going to enjoy, and we had laughs, we had serious talk. So I think that if people are if they're a fan of Cronenberg, and you're already okay with his horror movies and how weird they get, I think you should definitely check this out. If you're a Cronenberg completist, especially. I think it's definitely worth a one-time watch. But if you're hearing me recommend that to the weirdos and you're not a weirdo, tread lightly. Tread lightly.
You have been warned.
Yes, you have been warned. Pete, what about you? Would you recommend this?
Yeah, this is a small group of people to recommend this to, and there would be a lot of forewarning. Like, one, I would recommend the NC. You've got to watch this NC-17. It's I don't think it would have the same impact. I don't think it would give me the weirds like it would if I would see a I don't call it dumbed down version, but a
the non-director's true version. That's what
right.
Cronenberg considers it. This is how I wanted the movie to be.
So we saw it the way it was intended, and correct. I recommend it. It's not for the faint of heart. It is not a feel-good movie. So, with all that said, I would try to take that into consideration with whom I would share this with. Unlike Mulholland Drive, I don't think I would want to own this one. I don't know if
Criterion, ironically enough.
At Mulholland Drive, I'm getting that.
I'm getting that. I need to start my Lynch collection.
Yeah, that's such a good movie. Whereas this one, I'm not sure how much rewatchability it has. It's
As more of
it's
it's just like a collection piece.
it's like it's like Monkey Kung Fu. We did Monkey Kung Fu a couple years ago, and that was a kung fu movie with too much kung fu in it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
There was so much kung fu that there was very little story going on. This is kind of the same thing. This is a dirty movie with too much dirt in it. There's
facts.
not a lot of story, not a lot of character building. But it does have a beautiful quality to it, and it does make you think. So boy, I would preface it with all that, and then I'm going to let you make that decision, the person to whom I'm talking.
And then let us know in the comments what you think if you do.
Yeah, please. Oh gosh, please let us know. Hit us up on Insta and Facebook and whatever else.
For sure.
We want to know what you think about what we think about and all that good stuff. So, Anna, does this movie hold up today? What do you think? Is this a movie like you said already? I don't think it could be made today. Does it hold up? And what does that mean? Does it hold up actually?
I think so, because I think, just like when we talked about it in the Discord, even Parker was like, that's one I haven't seen. So, there's plenty of people, you hadn't seen it till this time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's plenty of people out there who love and enjoy movies that haven't seen it, that should, because it might also make them think differently about things, and give them a new outlook and give them something different to talk about other than just the same, the norm, if you will. Give them something a little dirty and kinky to talk about. But like I said, as far as how overly sexualized 2026 is now, you absolutely could not make this movie and not look like a creep. I think Cronenberg is also like a really big cheerleader for women. He's always, I don't think he's ever had any, like, I know he divorced his wife, and that's why he made The Brood. That was like his version of Kramer versus Kramer, kind of going through working
I
out.
had no idea. I gotta
You
watch
didn't
that
know
again.
that?
Then.
Yes,
that
he wrote that when he was going through his divorce. That was like his. Yeah, absolutely. Oh fuck yeah, go watch it.
That changes the whole movie. I had no idea.
But I think his fascination with the body and weird things is also fascinating. But it's hard to not like that stuff and not look like a weirdo or look like a pervert, especially now with where we are in society and things that have gone on. So, definitely could not be made today, but I do think it's held up today. I think it holds up. We've gushed about how beautiful it is. The sound design's also wonderful. Howard Shore also scored this movie, much like he did The Fly, Videodrome, all of his other movies and stuff, which I found interesting. But yeah, I think it holds up. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Would you watch this during the day?
No. This is me in the basement at night when all the dogs are in bed. I don't even want the dogs down when I'm watching this one.
This is when you gotta be with yourself.
It doesn't give me that fuzzy, funny feeling that Mulholland Drive did. That was one of the sexiest movies I've seen. Like, genuinely erotic. It was beautiful. This one didn't give me those kind of feeling. It gave me a much different kind of weird feelings.
Dark.
And a lot of them, it's not even the fear boner aspect. It's not that at all. It's just weird, really, really dark. You didn't feel good about yourself coming out of this movie.
Right.
But I will say I'm glad I watched it. I'm glad I watched it. I'm not sure it'll be on the list. I did see it twice. Second time I did speed it up a little bit just because there are, like you said earlier, these long prolonged sex scenes. And I saw it once.
Seen them once,
right.
And you're at the remote,
I want to. I was. That's where the second time is where I caught those little, the little things like the seatbelt, Spader taking off his seatbelt, and a few of those other things. So, yeah, are you going to watch this during the day, Anna?
I mean, I would, but I don't feel like it would have the same effect. Like this is a movie where you kind of put a thin sheet over your lamp because you don't want the lights all the way out. You just kind of want it dimmed, and then you just kind of post up in bed, get comfy, and watch it.
This would be a nice drive-in movie.
Yes. Did you hear that lady ask that at the Cannes interview?
Oh, I missed it. No.
So it was I think it was one of the very last questions. Very eloquently said. I loved how she worded it. But she basically said, with drive-in movies not really being a thing anymore, or them, or well, at that point in time, I guess them kind of dying down and slowly fading out. How do you feel this movie would have been like shown in a drive-in? And that kind of comparison.
Oh,
and everybody got a kick out of it. Cronenberg loved it. The author was there. He loved it, And he was like, "Oh yeah, absolutely. Watch this in a drive-in." I think I said drive-through. I meant drive-in.
Drive-in, right, yeah. Right.
But yeah, all right, Pete. Episode 4 for June is you, right?
Sure.
You're our month of action prequel. Month of action's coming up in 2 months, guys.
Yes, and that's your pick, and I still don't know what it is, and I'm very excited about it. You have promised something wild.
I have the Charlie seal of approval.
Of course he knows that son of a bitch.
He knows. I had to make sure it was okay. I was like, "You're not hell bent on covering this, are you?" And he was like, "Nah." And I was like, "Okay, good."
Great. Well, I went back into the archives and found a franchise that I'm not familiar with.
Okay.
Let me posit that I am familiar. This is one of those VHS covers that everybody knows when you walked into Blockbuster. You know it.
Okay.
It developed into a franchise. It's one of those creature features that I never saw. And it's just, I missed it. And I've seen the critters, and I've seen the ghoulies, I've seen the munchies, I've seen the basket cases, I've seen the reanimators. And this one, for whatever reason, I have completely missed. And from 1974, it's alive. This is, it looks and feels like a basket case because it's a devil baby is what it is.
Oh my God. I've never seen this.
Yeah, me either. And it's a whole franchise. 1974.
It's a whole franchise?
Yeah, there's like 6 of them or something.
It's alive.
And Rick Baker does the effects.
Oh, no way. I have seen this poster. Okay.
Yes, you have. Everybody listening to this has seen this poster, has seen this
Larry
VHS,
Cohen?
DVD. Larry Cohen, yep.
Oh, Pete. Okay, I'm excited.
I've been sitting on this one for a while. I was going to use it for Month of Pete, but since that's been truncated or just gotten rid of altogether, please write into Charlie at Give Me Back My Action Movies and request Month of Pete back for the Give Me Back.
Yeah, go to your local ballot and put that on there. Make sure you vote for it. Very important.
But yeah, It's Alive is something that I've really been wanting to see for quite some time.
I'm excited.
I'm really excited, and I'm even more thrilled. This feels like a late night.
It does.
Movie,
it does.
like
Just by the poster, it gives me that feel.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Yay.
So looking forward to this very
Hell
much.
Yeah,
so
Pete.
We'll see. It's Alive. Yeah. So It's Alive. It Lives Again, 1975 or 1978. It's Alive 3, Island of the Alive, 1987.
I've heard that talked about on In Search of Darkness.
And this is saying that there was a 2009 remake. So I need to go look that up.
It got a remake. It must be pretty good to some people.
It's on YouTube. I didn't see it on. There is an It's Alive on Tubi, but it's not the It's Alive I'm looking for. So I'll send you the YouTube video that
okay, cool.
That I want us to watch.
Okay.
I think the sequels, funnily enough, I think the sequels are on Tubi, but the OG is not.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, send away. Yay. And y'all go check it out too.
All right. Thanks all. Another great month, another great talk. And I enjoy these tremendously.
Captain.
And Captain, we'll see you next month.
We'll see y'all next month. Bye.